June was such a fantastic month for games. We capped off Tremendicon, Moon City Con was a huge, rousing success, and all of the other great events in the month of June. I hope you got to play some games, because we sure as heck did. But temperatures are heating up. We're looking forward to July's gaming events, so here are the events that you can expect in the month of July. Thursday, July 3rd, the Joplin Gamers has their first Thursday of the month. Find them at BTB Social in Joplin, Missouri. Gaming starts at 6, goes till 9. Monday, July 7th, Speed Gaming with Village Meeple. Join them at 6:30 to 8:30. Find some friends and maybe find something a little bit more. Thursday, July 10th, episode 43 of the 417Gamer podcast drops. They're talking older games. And hopefully, if everything pans out, they might have some friends join them. Sunday, July 13th, Queen City Carboard is at Holdfast Brewery. Join Greg as he heads out there, plays some games, has some sips. Join them at 235 North Kimbrough in Springfield, Missouri. Fun starts at 1, goes to 5. Monday, July 14th, beer and board games at Wire Road Brewery with Queen City Carboard and Tremendicon. Join Greg and the Tremendicon crew as they go out to Wire Road Brewery in Battlefield. From 5 to 8, they'll bring out some of their favorite games that they want to have some fun with. Bring some games of your own and play with them. Find Wire Road Brewery at 4453 in South Timbercreek in Battlefield, Missouri. Thursday, July 17th will be Pitch Force. This is a homebrew game from Rick when he combines Pitch Car with Downforce. Plays up to 12 players. Fun starts at 6:30. Friday, July 18th, Demos with Saunsu, Fellowship of the Rings trick-taking game. This takes place from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Barnes & Noble. Find Barnes & Noble at 3055 South Glenstone in Springfield, Missouri. Sunday, July 20th, the third Sunday of the month, Joplin Gamers finds themselves back at BTB Social. Find them at 1027 South Main in Joplin, Missouri. This starts at 4, goes to 9, so it gives you a little bit more time to get some of those crunchier games in. Also, Sunday, July 20th, episode 44 of the 417 Gamer podcast drops. Rick and Andrea discuss an older train game called SNCF France and Germany. Friday, July 25th, Demos with Saunsu. She is teaching the Fellowship of the Rings trick-taking game one more time at Barnes & Noble, so if you missed the first one, she's got another one on Friday, July 25th. Find her from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Barnes & Noble. And then last but certainly not least, Board Game Showdown with Village Meeple. Village Meeple likes to host a board game in a competitive format. Fun will start at 2:30, go to 4:30. Find Village Meeple at 1570 East Battlefield in Springfield, Missouri. To get your spot for this great game tournament, head over to villagemeeple.com. Those are the special events that you can expect in the month of July. For the regular events, we've got Sundays. Dirk's Tavern hosts their board game day. Their board game rentals are half priced. Find Dirk's Tavern at 210 West Commercial in Springfield. Mondays, Dice and Dine, the Branson Board Game Cafe, hosts their family night. Kids 15 and under are free. And in Springfield, Village Meeple hosts their Come Play Blood on the Clock Tower. They've got a group of folks that like to play every Monday evening. Come out, play this great social deduction game. Tuesdays, Dice and Dine, the Branson Board Game Cafe, hosts their senior social. Seniors 60 and up get in free. Lowell's Gaming up in Canditon has their board game nights on Tuesdays. Join them from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Wednesdays has tons of gaming going on. First, up in Bolivar, find Frank and Becky and the crew at C&K having some games going from 6 to 9. Not in Bolivar, head down to Nixa at Haven Games and find their new spot. I hear they might be having some food and some drinks that they might be serving. Their fun goes from 6 to 9. Down also in Nixa, 4x4 Brewery is partnering with Village Meeple to host a crokinole tournament with the Ozarks Crokinole Club. Join them from 6:30 to 8:30 at 9003 Sawgrass Avenue in Nixa, Missouri. On top of that, Village Meeple, they're busy peoples, are hosted. They always host their We Teach Wednesdays on Wednesdays. Come out, learn these great games, and if you're lucky, maybe they have a few more on the shelf that you might be able to purchase and take home with you. Thursdays, Metagames Unlimited has their Thursday game nights. As of this recording, we just came out of there with 5 different games going all at once. It was a great time. New games, old games, the favorites, the stuff you haven't seen in a while. It's all there. Also, 5C Gaming at Gailey's on Thursdays. 5C Gaming Downtown partners with the Gailey's Breakfast Pub. They start at 5 o'clock. Fridays, Branson Board Game Cafe hosts their game night social events. Don't have a regular gaming group? They want to help you get set up. Head on out there with willingness to meet some new people and learn some games. Their fun starts at 6 p.m. And Village Meeple up in Springfield has a similar event. Theirs is called Game Friends Assemble, because they know making friends isn't always the easiest. Their fun starts around 5:30. Go over to villagemeeple.com for more details. Saturdays, Dice and Dine, the Branson Board Game Cafe, hosts their game night. Admission is buy one and get your significant others half off. Starts at 6 p.m., goes to 10. Gamers Guild up at Lake of the Ozarks has their board game night. Starts at 6 p.m. Head over to their Facebook page to see if there's anything scheduled. And then also, Village Meeple hosts their demo days with guest guide Saunsu. She is a wonderful, wonderful board game teacher. Find out what she wants to teach you. Check their website at villagemeeple.com. Those are the events that you can expect board gaming-wise in the 417 area.
This is Andrea with the 417 Gamer Podcast. Thursday, June 10th, we will be dropping episode 43, the one with older games. In the 4, we talk about 4 games we've been playing lately, including Guillotine, Oddland, Zoo King, and Northwest. In the 1 topic of the show, we discuss older games. And in the 7, we talk about 7 of our favorite games 15 years old and older. And we're working on a few surprise guests for this episode. Sunday, July 20th, we will release episode 44, the one with SNCF. In the 4, we discuss 4 events in and around the 417 area that we're looking forward to. In the 1 topic of the show, we review the light stock trading, track building, train game SNCF, France and Germany. The 7 is to be determined by those guests we were talking about in episode 43. Catch the 417 Gamer Podcast on Spotify, Libsyn, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, keep gaming in the 417.
Before we close everything out, every Friday in the 417 Gamer group on Facebook, we like to ask a question of the weekend to spark some board game discussions. We also share this with the Joplin Gamers group and the board game group on Facebook. Here are the questions that you can expect in the month of July. Friday, July 4th. What are some older games in your collection that see regular play? Friday, July 11th. What is the oldest hobby game in your collection? July 18th. How old do you think a game needs to be to become a modern classic? 5 years? 7 years? 10 years? And last but not least, Friday, July 25th. What is a game from 10 plus years ago you're surprised is still consistently played in the hobby? Those are the questions you can expect in the month of July. The gaming is heating up. The temperatures are heating up. And before we get into all of the great times in the month of July, let's look at all the games you played in the month of June.